Hey everyone! Today is the second vlog that I am doing. So this last week we talked about what I'll be doing with my certification, who I'm going for, talking about what I'm doing with my dog, along with the training and the socialization that I am putting into my dog. So today is the second vlog, and this video we're going to be talking more about how my call went with my certification that I'm going for, where I'm at with that, where is Captain, maybe stuff that I want to go into further, what I've learned from said course and or with working with Captain, and I kind of wanted to spread to you guys and tell you my story. So I feel like in the dog industry mainly is that I had a hard time finding my way into the dog industry, dog trainer industry, like that sort of thing. I know there's a lot of debate and controversy behind oh, you don't need to be certified. You do need to be certified. Based off of my experiences and throughout the years I've been doing it without being certified, I feel like I didn't have enough knowledge. I feel like I wasn't learning. And if I, let's say, went to said trainers that I thought could help me, they were very much condescending and turning me down and saying that I'm not going to be successful, I'm not going to be good at, let's say, what I do, or you're not going to make a living off it. That's the big one, unfortunately, in the dog industry for me, was that you're not going to make a living. Oh, well, you're not going to make enough, financial needs to, let's say, satisfy you successfully. And so for a while I was very much okay, well, what am I going to do? What's this going to lead me to? So I then turned to online courses, and that's where I found stuff like the American Behavior College, but the main one that I loved, which was Victoria Stilwell's Academy. So I had a call with one of the people that works for Victoria for her academy last Saturday, so a week from tomorrow, and basically we just talked about what my goals are for the course and what my plans are, why I'm taking the course, what are the future outcomes, let's say, when I do complete the course. So it went really well. I started the course that exact same day. I started my payments, and I really do recommend the course for people that want to be future dog trainers. Whether you are certified, that's great, but if you're not, I definitely recommend getting it, because honestly for me it was just I knew a lot of stuff. I knew a fair amount just by reading and watching videos that were positive reinforcement, but I was just really there's a lot of gaps missing. What am I missing there? Oh, there and there. I don't remember how to do that. So I took this course for that, but also to, solidify and really make sure I'm confident with what I'm teaching people. If I, let's say, go into a home, or if I talk to a person that comes to me asking for questions. So the course has taught me a lot so far. I think I'm about 2 modules in. There is 20 modules in total. I'm about to finish up my second module, hopefully today, and then I'll be on to the third one. And you get about 6 months to do it, but you have a year to complete it in total. So you have your own pace to take it and do it as you please, which is great. It's online, but also there's some visual and in-person type stuff. So I film myself, let's say, with my dog Captain and upload it, things like that. And unfortunately, as you can tell in this video, there is still no Captain. Captain is unfortunately with my grandmother still, but they are planning to come up Sunday, which is most likely guaranteed. Fingers crossed. Next video, I'll have Captain. We'll do an actual training video, not be just yapping on. The other thing I want to say too is if people could please comment on this video, that'd be great. I found out from my girlfriend that unfortunately, if you put it to yes, it's made for kids, which is the new policy for YouTube, it doesn't activate comments. So the last 2 videos I made it so you are able to make comments. So if you can make a video in this comment, maybe talking about any questions you have or any suggestions, things like that. So my treat pouch is one of the most important tools to have in the dog world. This is obviously where I keep my treats. I do have a clicker in here. I do not ever really use clicker. I just use yes as a marker word. But I have treats in here for Captain or let's say another client dog. I usually put it in here. I use this every single time when I'm walking Captain, or if I'm in the house training with him, working on stuff that I, let's say, can't go out into the real world and do. Really, really recommend this if you're a new time dog owner or obviously a dog trainer. It's a crucial thing. One of the most underrated tools that I love is a long lead, as they're called, or 30-foot or 60-foot leads. I've seen all sorts of different lengths. This is what I've used for Captain to just bring him to the park and just let him sniff around. And it gives him that freedom to, let's say, go do those things and have that free access where he's not, let's say, bound to like a regular leash. It's really good. I use it, like I said, more like open areas. There's not a lot of people, a lot of dogs, and he absolutely goes nuts. There was a video I posted on the end of my first Welcome to Channel video that you can check out, that I had him on a long line, and that's what this is, and it's great. I really recommend it. Obviously, I use a regular leash. Harnesses are great. Collars are great depending on the dog breed. Captain's a Cavalier, so he's smaller, so I usually use harnesses, but he obviously could go on a collar as well. That's not saying he couldn't. So yeah, those are like really the big two things. Treat-wise, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I use Zook's salmon recipe treats. I've heard a lot about them. If you recommend other certain training treats, that'd be great. I love to hear more suggestions of like really good trainer treats, and what you recommend for that. It'd be great. But yeah, and then there's also some more things that people don't really use much, which are like enrichment stuff or puzzle stuff. So I have like supplements. This one's like a Christmas one, but basically if you look, it has stuff that has different fabrics and materials where you can put the treats in it, and it makes it a little more like a foraging behavior for these dogs. So let's say use their sense and smell to find these treats and get it. It's a more rewarding thing. Same kind of concept, but more of a hard plastic, are these puzzles. Puzzles are a great way for your dogs to keep them occupied. Again, they move these with their mouth or their muzzle and just get these treats, and they absolutely go nuts for it. My dog Captain absolutely loves this stuff. I introduced to him when he was young, and he really loves it. And there's also like the Snoop, which is like one of the other big trend things. So basically you pull out this, you put the treats in to here, and then you close it, and it basically makes it a little bit more difficult for it to just come out, and they have to kind of move it around. It's a nice, again, big enrichment. Mental stimulation is one of the key things with dogs. And the last other thing I would say, yeah, is so lick mats, same thing. You can put peanut butter, pure pumpkin, make sure it's actual pure pumpkin, not like pumpkin stuffers. These are all great equipment for mental stimulation, and or if you're doing training, which I have down here, like I was talking about. These are all great tools for dogs, both mentally and physically when you're working with them, and it's what I just personally used. I figured I would show you guys what I am using currently with my dog. If you have any suggestions or questions, concerns, feel free to reach me out to any of my social medias. Follow me on Instagram. It's just Evan Del Signore on Facebook. And obviously subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more of this content in future videos. Again, you will see me with Captain. You will see me training actual dogs. It's not going to be just me talking the whole time. I do promise you that. But I just wanted to kind of get together and talk to you guys further about the update and where I'm at. So I am starting the course, and it's been going really well. I love it. It's a great experience so far. I now have a faculty advisor that helps guide me through these courses. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I just want to kind of talk about my equipment, where's Captain, where we're at with that, and the update on the course and what I've learned so far. And the next video I'm planning on talking about like some stuff that I'm really going more in depth of what I learned in the course. But today was just more like equipment use I've used, what I've learned in my dog trainer experiences, where I came from and now where I am now, and the future with Captain. So thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for next week for another video. See you later, guys.